Welcome back to Each Other's Mothers. Here we are. Stella, cheers.
Cheers.
We have two special guests today.
New set.
New
people.
set, new pussy.
Beautiful people here
Too much
today.
pussy.
I'm
I don't
so
about
excited.
Your pussy, but mine's the same old
Plain
pussy.
Jane?
Same girl she's
plain
always
Jane.
been.
Plain
Nice
Jane
and,
pussy.
nice and purple,
Out
nice
of
and
forest.
Can you
tasty.
introduce our
The
guests
pussy next
today
door.
for
Yeah,
the pod?
absolutely. We're just talking shit for a second. You know, why not? It was going to be a surprise. A lot
Why
of people.
not?
Why not? A lot of people listen and they don't watch, so it's like a surprise for the listeners.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You know, so it's like a boo, hello.
Boo, hello.
Boo, hello. Okay, we have our reoccurring guest, Brianna Snitchler, on with us, and she brought along a very dope-ass, amazing friend.
Literally.
Honestly, my online crush for the longest time, and is now here with us.
Yeah.
Maryam.
Hey.
Miriam's here.
Hi.
And Bree.
Hi.
Baby girl. So happy to have
We're
you.
so happy you're here.
We're
I'm
here
so
to
stoked.
dish, bitch, so I hope you're ready.
Ooh, I'm ready.
I
I don't think everybody else is ready. I'm fucking ready.
Okay, a little background. So Stella was confused earlier. Not food truck, pop-up.
Pop up. Pop up.
Infamous Detroit pop-up, Kana,
Yes.
made it to the Great Food Truck Race on the Food
Yes.
Network. And that has been such a freaking,
It has.
like...
I haven't watched, but I watched clips of it and it looked really good. You made it to like the last round.
We were in the
right?
finale.
Finale,
Yeah.
baby.
It just aired last night.
Yeah.
And we didn't win, but it was pretty dope.
You were on TV and you
On
promoted
TV.
your business.
Yeah, as the first ever Pakistani food truck to ever compete on the show.
That's
also, we're
awesome.
like, I'm brown. Al is non-binary, like queer people, all people of color on the truck after we fired a white dude. It was great.
Yay.
Yeah, we fired a white dude. I'd do it again.
Snaps. Yeah, so let's give us a little bit more of like a background on your pop-up. When did it start? What was the idea behind it? Go.
It started in 2018, September of 2018 to be exact. I was actually going through a really shitty breakup. And I was
That's when
showing
our best
up.
shit fucking pops up.
It really
I
is.
swear.
You know, one door slams shut and a million really
Open.
truly open.
Yeah.
And I was going to Eastern Market all the time. I had a friend who would see me bummed out and he was like, dude, what do you want to do with your life? And I'm like, I don't know. I grew up like eating all this Pakistani food and I fucked around with it when I was stoned at home as a high schooler and like maybe I should make some of that food that I fucked around and made and see if
Yeah.
people eat it. So we decided to do one pop-up. We had buttered chicken nachos on the menu. That was like the big aha moment. And just a couple of other things. And it was insane, super successful. And then I just kept getting invited to like come back and do pop-ups throughout Detroit.
So sick.
Yeah.
Was
Amazing.
Was Al
Thank
one
you.
of the original crew members?
No, Al actually didn't hop on until this previous summer, like summer 2022. Because our other friend, Brianna, who was helping, took on a full-time job and was like, Al can help. So
Yeah.
Al filled in and they just became like my Kana ride or die.
Ugh,
Yeah.
amazing.
In the perfect like timing to come
It's
be
a
on the
cute
show.
crew. You got a cute crew.
We are
Very
all so
attractive.
cute. Honestly,
Very
it's-
TV worthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Everyone I've hired is such a cutie pie.
So how did you get on Food Network?
They hollered at me on Instagram. They slid
That's
into my DMs.
Oh
Awesome.
my God.
Yeah.
A dream.
They literally slid into my DMs. They were
My
like,
goal.
"Hey, girl, what are you doing in February?"
Amazing.
You up?
You're
Question
like,
mark.
you up?
WYD in
Not from
January.
booty calling you, Food Network. and
They
not even-
did.
Foodie
They were like,
calling.
"Send pics."
What was that feeling like for you to get that message?
I don't trust anybody, so I was skeptical as hell. I'm like, no,
Period.
it's not Food
He's like,
Network.
no
Are you
way.
ready? No,
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah, I'm like, okay, Food Network, right? It's Tyra Banks, probably.
Yeah.
And I did
It's
my
Ashton
research.
Kutcher.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm getting punked.
Yeah.
And I did my research. It was this like casting company that was looking for people to throw on the show. And I looked them up and I'm like, these motherfuckers have done Levi's campaigns. They're probably legit. And so I scheduled an interview with them because I was on my way to go overseas when they reached out to me for a month. And as soon as I got back, I hit them up like, down to interview if you want to have a web chat or whatevs. And then they did an interview. They loved our personalities and they like expedited the whole casting process. And then we were in.
Amazing.
A dream. My
Yeah.
goal is to be on reality TV, so I'm living
It's-
through you right now.
Okay.
Amazing.
Stella would kill it. I'm like,
would-
apply
You
to
would.
it all.
I
Apply
was
to
just
it all.
saying,
Die.
you have the perfect personality.
It's
Yeah.
like I'm so happy you're here because you can give us all like the detail of like what it's like
yes.
being behind the camera, everyone like coaching you or whatever the fuck they do. Mm-hmm. Tell
Yeah.
us all the deets
What are the exact dates you want?
Like behind the scenes,
was like, how
like
do
when
I
you're
get
recording,
there?
like do they ever say like cut? Like we gotta like
No,
redo this whole
so-
scene. Like what's like what? I don't even know how it goes. I would just talk the whole time.
They'll let something play out. They'll like let the whole scene happen,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'll come back and be like, "Hey, so this just happened. Can you go back and stand here and say that exact thing again, but open up to the camera, and then also accentuate how fucked up it was when this happened, and yell at that person one more time?"
Oh my god, perfect.
Damn.
I love it.
They'll like
That's how they make the
produce the
show.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some moment will happen, and then they'll reproduce it.
For television.
Yes.
Ugh, so
Oh my god,
wild.
I'm probably going against my $5 million NDA right now, but guess what? I
No.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah, literally. You're gonna villainize me. I'm
Yeah.
gonna fucking say some shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
exactly.
some
So,
shit. Fuck that.
Wait, so what happened on the show? You mean villainized you? Did they villainize
Tell
you?
them
on the
like
show?
has no idea.
I never watched it.
I am
Now
America's
I do need to.
I am America's latest villain.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the
Yes.
problematic queen on the pod.
I kind of love that you didn't know. It
I
makes
had
it even
no
more
idea.
exciting.
Yeah.
So what did you do? You little
I
sneaky
didn't do
bitch.
anything. I fired someone, but he was
It's because he was white.
but his problematic white behavior definitely came to surface.
There you go.
And I had to fire him. Like, it wasn't just like I woke up one morning like, I'm just gonna fire him. This
Yeah.
dude was causing so many problems for Al and I that we would take turns coddling him and approaching
of
him
course
to
you
talk.
would.
We'd be like, dude, I'm sorry, I talked to him last night. Like, will you talk to him tonight and try to get him to be more reasonable and like communicative about things? I
Yeah.
would go to his hotel room at night and be like, what do we need to do
yeah.
to communicate better? Because you have a severe lack of respect for me since we got here. This is insane. Also, he jeopardized the bag before we even left. Like 24 hours before leaving, he had a DUI that he was actively dealing with.
Oh my god.
And he had a court date that he did
Oh.
not tell us about. That was 24 hours before we left, during which they determined whether or not he could leave the state. So he would have screwed the whole operation.
And don't you love that everybody who is absorbing the information from the television has no fucking idea?
No
that
idea.
These things happened in real
Exactly.
time, and that you were literally going to his hotel room and being like, suck on my teat for fucking 2 hours, let me coddle you.
Right, exactly.
And then the next day, he's just continuing with the disrespectful fucking behavior.
And all they get on camera is me getting fed up and being like, Jake, we're not doing that, after like coddling
That's
him
what they do.
constantly.
They get, like, all the scenes, like-
they villainize me so hard.
Oh, they're gonna do that
so
to me.
hard.
I'm so scared.
TV,
Probably.
I
man.
can't wait.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna go in there like so nice and kind, but like
That-
I can
that's
get
what you
mean,
think.
and then they're gonna post every like mean thing of me on there, like
Yeah.
bitching someone out.
Uh-huh.
I only could imagine. It's reality TV.
They're gonna flip a switch on you
The
so,
best
so
moments
hard.
are like the ones that are like the villains and stuff. Like
Yes.
you are
Of
making
course.
the show.
I am. They're like, oh hell yeah, this bitch just said something rude. Fuck all the nice shit she said about any of them. Like, we're using that.
Right.
Yeah. Someone actually today on Instagram was like, that Maryam girl looks and acts like Jafar from Aladdin.
Oh.
And I'm like, that's actually a
It's
good one.
racist.
Like, all these, it's so racist. But, you know.
Good on you to have just like good fucking attitude
Yeah.
and a good sense of
Yeah.
humor to just
Yeah.
be like, you got me.
Jafar.
Right. You
got it.
The
Jafar.
fuck?
The one
bold.
brown villain.
Damn.
The only brown villain. I mean, not only brown villain. Only, like, you know.
You were taking screenshots from time to time and sharing them on your personal Instagram story. And I was watching every single detail just pop up and just being like, these motherfucking white racist people. And it was like people with their main photo on their Twitters, on their Facebooks with like
No
Trump
fucks given.
2024. They were very much
Oh my
like
God, MAGA.
Blue Lives Matter. And of
Scary,
course they're fucking calling you Jafar. I think somebody called you a camel at some point.
Oh, yeah. Someone called me a camel looking bitch.
Oh my god.
Yes.
They have been
Yes.
after her.
Oh, they're.
For weeks.
See, this is
Yeah.
what but like this is what they do. People
I would
behind,
crumble
they'll
like a
never say it
cookie.
to your face, but over the
Exactly.
computer or the phone, they're gonna say
Yeah.
it. People
Yeah.
are so
Keyboard
bold.
warriors.
You have so much time at your in your hands.
I know.
Go back and make your Trump posters.
Get a hobby.
Bitch, get
Clearly,
a
they're
fucking
watching Aladdin
skin
way
regimen.
too much. So like,
Right.
Get a skin regimen with your white ass, with your
go to the
wrinkles.
doctor.
Put some
Go to a tanning
sunscreen
booth.
on.
Yeah.
Go call
anything.
Teledoc real quick.
Yeah.
Telenovela doc.
Telenovela doc.
It's the best.
Go
Sponsored
drain
by
your septic
telehealth.
tank,
Yeah, that part.
bitch.
So being in the food industry, I would say. There's so many different trends and stuff like that. I thought this would be a good question for you. How do you feel about people cooking a ton of food and doing ASMR and like filming themselves, making tons of money?
I love it.
You love it? Oh my God, that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
I love it. I love watching mukbang video. Mukbang? Is it
Mukbang.
mukbang?
Mukbangs, yeah.
That's how it's pronounced.
My favorite.
The ones with the
The
crabs.
crab in the sauce.
Yeah.
They'll whip them around.
We got an episode for you right here.
Oh my God, yeah. I've watched that shit forever.
It's amazing.
Uh-huh.
It's a little messy now for me. It's a little much. It's a little slurpy.
Really?
It's a little much.
What about the girls that eat the noodles and they're just like...
Yeah. They have like a hot... They have a hot pot on the thing. They'll
I've heard
record
that sound before, but not in the
like,
kitchen.
They'll have like 15 noodles or like these
And
giant...
this tiny woman who's cramming like a pound of noodles into her mouth at a time.
She's
I'm
like, I
just
haven't eaten in a
where
week.
the fuck? Are you gonna shit out whole noodles? Because it's just like... It's just
That's
going.
exactly what's
They can
happening.
It's
eat.
not chewing.
She's
They
not chewing.
can eat. They can eat.
Yeah.
I wonder if like those people who do those videos have like some type of eating disorder or like dysmorphia or something, because there's no way, like obviously they prep themselves to do that. You can't eat a full day's of meal unless you can. Good for you.
Yeah.
And then go out on your camera and just eat like 15 pounds of crab.
Listen, you ever ate 100 milligram edible?
Well, you're right.
Never in my
so,
life.
so they're high as fuck. That's the gig.
That's the only way. That's actually the whole reason I'm here. I thought we were doing a mukbang.
Oh,
So you got super
So
raging high.
Yeah. So if I fall asleep and start slumping, that you know what?
You thought
She's
Chef-
like, "Where's
you
my
thought
fucking
Chef
crab?"
Maryam was gonna like cook us a
Yeah.
whole meal. We were just gonna
Yeah.
eat it into
A good
microphones.
Pakistan
And
meal
bread
right
for
now?
bed.
But is it how do you say it?
Pakistani
Pakistani meal.
Pakistoner.
Pakistoner meal.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I can't say that, but you can.
Are we allowed to
So
cuss
stupid.
on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Sick.
Yeah,
I
100%.
asked like 10 cuss words in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
No, you're good. You're good. I went to a healer today. I go to Alexandra Gilder. Have you all heard of her?
Oh, I think so. She's a
A
masseuse.
healer.
Zelina, did you make a appointment? I'm so happy for you. I didn't know if I wanted to cry or come or both today. I swear. I signed up for 90 minutes, deep tissue. She also did cupping for the first time on my back.
I love cupping.
And she also just like flips you over at one point, a little towards the end. So like you get like 30 to 40 minutes of her like cradling your neck and massaging your neck, and you're just like you're like nothing. I fall asleep every time, but I remember we talked about it a little bit. Selena and I talked about
Massages
it
are everything.
because I went there in full purpose. Like my full goal was to like get these people that I have loved for a year and a half out of my body, because I believe in that energy. So like I told her that at the beginning. She was like, "How's your shoulders? How's your back? How are you feeling?" Because she knows I do a lot of labor for work, and I was like, "That all hurts like usual, but I need you to like exorcist me, like get this shit out of me." And I kid you not, I don't know what kind of weights or rocks or whatever she put on my stomach, but towards the end of it, she like did a press down and then did the whole like when she takes your limbs and goes like this and like gets all the energy off you. I don't know if you guys have ever done anything like this.
Hell no.
I know you do it to me too. I've been feeling great, by the way. And so when I was towards the end of the thing, she like gets these rocks off my stomach, and I swear to God, instantly I was like, I have to take a shit.
Wow.
Like
That's
I gotta,
when you know it's real.
I gotta shit this bitch out of me. I gotta
Yeah.
shit my
That's
ex
the
out
best
of
shit
me.
of your life.
Out
Best
the
shit of my
back
life.
door. Don't let it hit you.
No.
Literally,
Don't let it hit
You're
you
like,
where the good Lord
flash.
split you. Yeah.
Splash.
Like an enema.
Splash.
No, for real.
Damn.
An energy enema. So
Cheers
I guess
to that.
quick,
God.
quick shout out to Miss Gilder out there,
Little
based out of
enemas.
Royal Oak,
You
Michigan.
didn't cheers me, hooker.
I'm so sorry.
Get over
I'm
here and
trying
clank
not
that
to-
glass.
I'm trying not to clank too much, you know.
That's fair. That's fair.
A whore, not a
the
hooker.
difference. What is
the difference between a whore and a hooker? Well, a hooker is more money
Stella and a
wise. A whore
Johanna.
is just a whore, right?
I feel like, yeah.
Maybe a whore is willing to stoop lower to lower prices. No offense to any of the whores who charge
So,
higher.
Me?
No. Yeah.
You're a
I fuck for
whore.
free.
Okay.
Yeah. I fuck for Olive Garden. Let's be
Yeah, I
real.
would fuck for a
Breadsticks
good
and
dinner
salad.
for sure.
Yeah.
And soup.
Yeah.
So
I don't
good,
even
I
need all
shouldn't have
that.
to
Just,
fuck
you know.
for free.
What do you get at Olive Garden?
What do I get at Olive Garden? So they don't serve it
I
anymore.
wanna see if you approve of this.
And I'm fucking pissed
Yeah.
about this.
Go
I
off,
used to get the
sis.
steak gorgonzola Alfredo,
Oh wow.
which was beautiful. It had like beautiful like balsamic caramelized steak medallions and like sun-dried tomatoes and spinach.
Oh.
And it was so fucking good, but they don't have it anymore.
Why would they
Annoying.
do
Because
this? Like
of you.
when Lush discontinues their best products.
Yeah.
Grass body wash. Can we get it back, please?
Grass body wash. Oh, I did
Yes.
hear about the grass body wash.
It literally smells
Smell
like
like
a fresh cut lawn.
They're like, did
That's
you smell your
amazing.
lawn? You're like, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did.
I tended to the woods a little bit and landscaped. You're welcome.
So
I'm
perfect.
still celebrating No Mo November.
Still celebrate. Are you just going for the year-round calendar?
I'm
What's
just
No
going-
Mo November?
It's in November when people don't mow their lawns, but
Oh,
I have not
Yeah.
mowed my personal lawn in
Right.
some while, which is ridiculous because my partner's an esthetician and I can literally get waxed at my house for free.
You
but
got the
I just
hookup.
don't. I just hate it. You know, it's a painful experience.
So
that
painful.
that I dread, and I'd rather not be sitting there with my legs wide open and my
Yeah.
dog watching me scream.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I
That's
would.
fair. More traumatizing for the dog, I would think.
Yeah. Well, he's
Yeah.
seen some shit.
Yeah.
I met your dog recently. What's his name?
Moose.
Moose.
Shout out Moose.
I was wasted, and I came in there and I was like, "What is this little creature?" She's
Yeah.
like, "It's Moose." I'm like, "Yeah, he is."
One time we recorded it was like Valentine's Day and we got all sexy and put on outfits and we're like recording ourselves having sex.
Oh my
And then I
God.
watched the video and Moose is just sitting on the pillow the whole time like this.
Me.
Doesn't know if he's allowed to
He's a
enjoy
good
it or
cock.
not.
He was the
He's a good
producer.
cock.
He was a producer.
Yeah, he's got producer
everything here
credits.
is good.
Watch out, Marissa.
How is it? So you film your sex? That's what you're saying.
Not all,
All
the
of them?
time.
Special
Yeah.
occasions. It was
Just
Valentine's
it was
Day.
a special occasion.
Yeah.
So we got all.
That's hot.
She did my makeup.
Wow.
We took
Wow.
like had a whole photo shoot before.
Quite
That's
outside. Look
so
at that.
hot.
Yeah, I'll show you the pics after.
We want to see
Love
the
it.
video. Fuck
Are
the
we gonna
pics.
throw one up or yeah?
The
Right.
video's like really.
Where's the full-length movie?
Have you ever like had sex with somebody and been like, oh my god, this is so hot, and wondered how it looked, but then you see it
No.
and it's just really like tender and intimate. It's like
Oh.
it was very much like not like it was. I wouldn't.
I've never
I've
seen
been
it.
secretly recorded. And
But that's fucked up.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that
is
is
really
fucked
fucked
up.
up.
I swear to God, like I had a guy message me on Grindr one time. He's like, "I saw you on Pornhub," and I tried like.
They put it on Pornhub.
I tried. This was like 2 years ago. I tried following up on it
Forgot
like with
about
him,
this.
and I was like, "Send me a screenshot. Like I want to see the link." You know what I mean? And he like never responded back to me or anything. So I like searched. I'm like, trans girl porn or some stupid shit. Well, couldn't find myself on there. I'll tell
Oh
you that
my
right
God.
now.
16
I don't
hours
know what
later,
category they
searching.
put me under, but it's not what I thought.
Stella, if you were on there, I would have seen you.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
probably would have seen you too. I'll let
Honestly-
you know if you come up.
Yeah,
let
there
me
you
know.
go.
But I remember because he sent me like a bunch of like photos. I never thought anything about it. And I was like, how did he take all these photos of me? I was like, I was
Oh my-
aware of what was
that's
going
so
on.
violent. I mean, how do you feel about it?
Well, what's
Yeah.
so funny is that the guy who did
She's
this.
like, I just want my cut.
This is before I was trans, whatever. Like, I just started to transition, I think. And first of all, I don't really give a fuck if the photos are out there. But I saw him come into my job recently, like about a month or two ago. And I like didn't say anything to him. I wanted to say something to him, but the girl that I work with is talking to him and was coming to see her. This man, I would
no.
never see this man if I wanted to. Like,
Did he know
they're
you worked there?
No, absolutely not. I don't think he
Oh my
recognized me, to be
gosh.
honest with you. He like looked at me a bunch. I looked at him. Last date we went on, he was stabbing his fork on the plate, and I left. That's the last.
Stabbing his fork on the plate.
We were at this nice Italian
Like
restaurant
this?
out in Plymouth by my old house. Yeah, like boom, boom, like everyone was looking at us, and like I thought it was me at first. I was like, no, bud, it's your fork.
That's forked up.
That
It's
is forked
forked up. You took
Holy
pictures of me, and you
shit.
can't eat properly. I'm gonna kill my. KMS.
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 So it's just, you know, I've been filmed, I think. But I now am
gosh.
scared
I think-
to do be like so many guys want to film videos with me and stuff, and I kind of want to do it because I want to start on OnlyFans and like really promote that. But I'm nervous now that they're gonna like totally exploit me or put me on something.
You need
'cause
to
it's
use your
sneaky.
own equipment.
You're right.
Yeah.
I
Your
should.
own equipment.
Yeah,
Like I'm trying.
You got
This right here.
Yeah.
You
Well,
leave your
you
phone in this box
You're
and
right.
you lock it. And then you bring them in. You're like, here's my setup. Are you down?
That's true. I'm
You
gonna do
keep the
that.
footage.
Yeah.
You only can hook up with people on OnlyFans that have an OnlyFans. But that's
Oh,
why like, I
really?
think they like
Huh.
I didn't know
in
that.
porn
I
you
don't
can
know-
like
I
be
don't
whoever the
think
fuck
that's
you want to
true.
be.
Right.
I don't think I heard that.
We
Like,
need Haley on.
because
that.
imagine like if you go on there and you're not on OnlyFans and someone's like using you to make money, you don't have an account. Is there a booger on me?
Little boop.
Is
Just
there
a
a
little hair.
booger?
Gotcha,
Oh,
babe.
I felt it.
Interesting. That's that hidden camera right there,
Oh,
just
like,
right on your
there it
nose.
is. Right on my nose.
I'm pretty sure you can have sex with non-OF
OnlyFans
people.
Really? Comment down
They
below
just
if
have
that's
to.
the thing.
They have to sign a document.
A release.
Yes,
I'm
a
signing release forms left and right.
Wow.
My
Yeah.
NDA is gonna be long.
Like real, actual consent.
It should be.
Not when you say yes because you feel like you need to. You know what I mean? Remember those
So
days?
true. Oh, what do
We
you
were all
mean?
there.
We've all
Still
been
You're
there.
like yesterday?
Still there,
You guys
babe.
were
What are you
there?
talking about?
This morning.
I'm like, do I like you? No.
How do you think I got my
Do I wanna
McGriddle? I
fuck
sucked
you?
some dick.
Yeah,
Yep.
there you go.
I let someone fuck me one time with the GoPro strapped to their head.
You did?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Did you see
Yeah.
the footage?
Amazing.
We were live watching it. He was like streaming it to his
Live.
laptop.
Wow.
It was hot.
That's really
That's
hot.
crazy.
See, when it's fun like that.
Is a psycho though, and I'm always worried that he has the footage. This was
break it.
so long ago.
Break it and steal it.
Let's steal it.
People used to do that to celebrities
Yeah.
all the time. Like Tommy
Steal their
Lee and
footage?
Pam Anderson.
I know. I'm
Housekeeper.
surprised he hasn't done anything with it. We're on horrible terms. I can't see this human.
He's like, you want to see that bitch from fucking
But-
Food Truck Race?
Yeah,
You see her now.
Like, has he just been like harboring it this whole time? Is he gonna release it one day? I don't know.
I was just talking to a guy who was on reality TV. The situationship I just cut off. He was on
I thought you were gonna say the situation.
X on the Beach, but he was dating Adore Delano. If you know who that is.
No.
Yeah, she's awesome. I'm like, I want to see the resemblance now. And I was asking him his experience on the whole thing. 'Cause I would obviously love that shit. And he like left the show. Like try to like get him out. They're like, you need to leave. Like the
Wow.
storyline's not working anymore. I'm like, well, yeah, that mine isn't either. But like,
I want to talk about your background. I want to talk about were you born in Pakistan?
No. So I was born in Detroit.
Okay,
Detroit.
Hutzel Hospital.
cute.
Yeah.
So first generation. Mm-hmm. Okay, parents from there.
Parents from there.
Okay.
Dad came here in like the 70s. Mom came here in the 80s.
Nice.
They wanted to be American.
Okay.
They're not.
Okay.
They owned a Bollywood movie store.
oh my god.
Yeah.
cute.
Had a real brown upbringing. Went to Islamic school. I was like a devout Muslim up until 9/11.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like I wore a hijab by choice, the headscarf.
Yeah.
No one
Yeah.
in my family wore one. And I was like, I love God. God is the truth. All of these people who don't believe in God are going to go to hell and they have to wake up to the truth. Like
I agree.
I need to share this with them. And I was like such a devout Muslim. Even my parents were like, it's kind of weird. She's really religious. And then 9/11 happened and everybody was like, you can't wear this thing. And then I started
Oh my
wondering like what is going on? Like if God was real, like she
Right.
definitely would have protected me over all this.
Yeah.
But then then I got switched over to public school like in the middle of the school year, had all these questions about where shit came
Dun,
from
dun,
and no
dun.
answers.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, religion's a sham.
Yep.
It's so divisive.
It kind of sucks they put you in that box though. Like you had,
Uh-huh.
even though if like I'm not big in religion myself, like I feel like I believe in like some sort of God or a higher power, and it sucks that like that's something you believed in and you did on your own, and people like because of a terrible situation and tragedy that they pushed you away because of other people's actions. You know,
Yeah.
it made you feel you couldn't be your culture,
Right.
which sucks. Which I get why you don't want to now, but at the same time, you know, like
For that to be the reason is
Yeah.
really shitty. But at the end of the day, religion is, in my opinion, just like one of the most divisive things in the world. But at the same time,
True.
I watched my mom, who is super religious, and she has been able to push through some of the most traumatizing moments in her life simply because she's like, no, God has a plan. And yeah, like faith for her is so important.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my background. I was religious and now they believe there's no God.
Right.
Now you're getting
Yeah.
fucked with a
With a
dude
GoPro.
With a GoPro.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you can't do that as a Muslim girl.
Right.
You can't.
Remember, who's that? Mia
Mia
Khalifa.
Khalifa.
She's beautiful too.
I had a guy on an airplane one time. I had this giant like men's hoodie on and I'm sitting there talking to my friend next to me and this guy taps me on the shoulder on a fucking quiet airplane. I turn around like, hello. And he's like, do you know who Mia Khalifa is? And I'm like, excuse me? And he's like, Mia Khalifa, you look just like her.
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
bro, I literally have the body of a popsicle stick that the popsicle has been eaten off of.
Do you guys know who Mia Khalifa is?
Yes.
Johanna, know who Mia Khalifa is?
I know who she is, but I don't remember what she looks like.
She's got big titties.
yeah.
She got very controversial because she had sex and porn with a hijab on.
Oh, she did?
With like another like lady.
No, that
as
was
well.
Maryam.
That was me under the GoPro.
That was Maryam and
Yeah,
Chad.
on the GoPro, yeah.
Don't get it
my
twisted. Chad. No wonder that guy was
And
like,
she's like,
you
I never
look
went back.
familiar.
I never went back.
I've seen you. Wide angle.
Wide angle, that's right. I'm laughing at myself because when you said, "Oh, you fucked me with a GoPro," and I said, "I'm such a prude," that I was like, "Oh, so you just saw your forehead the whole time?" So I'm like a missionary, you know.
Imagine you go back and it's just your forehead, like bouncing.
It was actually like he was fucking me from behind, so it was a good view.
Oh.
Like, it was
It was like a
God.
wide angle.
Yeah.
They do.
It looks great.
yeah. Oh, I
Oh
hope
my
my
God.
parents never see this.
Oh,
So
yikes.
fucked.
If at any point you want
Are
to,
your parents? How do they
the
feel
safe
about?
word is Chewbacca. Just so you know.
How do they feel about you being on reality TV now?
They love it.
They loved it.
Yeah,
I bet
they loved
did.
it. They're so stoked.
That's
My
what I
dad's
wanted
like-
to kind of get into because, like, I am from a different country. My mother is very much, you know. So when I got the cover of Hour, I surprised her at her job, and she manages gas stations and like is just like the person that you know you pay them or whatever.
Yeah.
And so when I surprised her with it, it was like this whole thing. I filmed it and it was really great, and we all cried, and it was like so good. So I didn't know if it's felt that way in your family. I don't know if you guys are emotional or what, but like we're fucking psychos. So yeah, it was really nice to surprise her with that. So I don't know if you like did a hey, guess what? I'm gonna be on this show.
Yeah.
Kind of thing or
I did that, and my dad's reaction was, "Is it real
yeah.
or is it a scam?" He thought
Now
it was
we know
a
where
scam.
you get it from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We trust nobody.
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
they didn't trust it for the longest time until I was like, "I'm leaving next week to be on," and they're like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "The show. I'm
going
leaving
to
for the
LA,
show."
babe. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
And even then, my dad was like, "Are you sure?" He didn't trust it until I was there, like sending him photos of the set. Like, "Look, I'm here. There's cameras," and he's like, "Wow, I'm really proud of you."
Oh.
Up until that moment, though, he was like, "Just be
don't
careful."
know.
That's how
yeah.
my mom is.
Yeah.
She's a see it to believe it kind of person.
Yeah.
Like I totally understand where you're coming from.
But
What
they're
about your
not.
mom?
She was hype.
Yeah.
She was hype, but she was also like, "Please be careful because your father thinks it's a scam."
Yeah.
So up until that moment. But now they're like hype. Every time an episode comes out, they're like, "Wow, can you come home soon? We want to take photos." Every time I go there, they make me pose with food. And like, Bree and Zai came
So
over and
cute.
like we had a barbecue, and my dad kept making me pose next to the grill, and I didn't cook anything.
Next to the grill.
Yeah, he's like, "Hold this."
It's like
Let me
hold a
tell you,
skewer.
That
Right.
barbecue, best. I will go back.
Wow.
I dream of it. It was the best.
It's a good
fucking
barbecue,
food.
wasn't it?
Damn.
10
Yeah.
out of 10 would recommend.
10 out of 10. And I just went to my dad's for a barbecue yesterday. So
Wow.
I'm like insulting my own family right
Wow, I'm honored.
now. Yeah.
And
That's
your
such an honor.
culture.
And my culture.
How did it
Damn.
feel to be invited to the barbecue? Like the
The
other way around.
barbecue.
You're on the other side,
I
man.
feel like now I need to invite you to the barbecue.
You do.
Yeah.
You
I
do.
would love to
go.
come to the barbecue.
We can-
Can
We
we,
can do
come
that.
to any of
Yes.
the barbecues?
I'm meant for
Absolutely.
the barbecue.
You can come to our
Yeah,
barbecue.
please.
Yeah.
Well, you've been.
We should just rotate barbecues.
I like
It just
that.
started.
Get your
It's your
rotisserie
turn.
chickens and let's
It's your
go.
turn, yeah.
We've got like a
Yeah.
We Are the World barbecue campaign.
We really do.
We are
Barbecue.
the food. Yeah.
There
We
you
really
go.
do. We all
Yeah.
hold hands in the world. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at us. Look at us.
Put that on the food truck race.
We look like a Target ad
Period.
right now.
We look
at
like
us.
Targets and a Target ad.
Yeah.
To it. A very modern day, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, with you here. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
You gotta
so.
keep up with the times.
Yeah.
I remember I was walking, I was in Target and I heard a little kid, like not commenting about me, shockingly, but they saw a boy on like the little CoverGirl foundation swatch thing. They're like, why is there a boy on a makeup thing? Like, why is this like, and then mom was like, stop, it's like not normal. I like was sitting there picking out my foundation and I was like,
Let me show you not
let
normal,
me show you
bitch.
not normal right now, bitch. Like, let me take this off, my 5 pounds of makeup, and I'll show you a 5 o'clock shadow, bitch. Like,
It's 5 o'clock right here on my face.
I'm like, your son's asking that
Okay.
question for a reason.
Yeah.
Right.
Hello.
Give the son a real
Hello?
answer.
But like
Get with
probably
it.
wants to put it on.
Yeah.
I think about when I was younger and like how people like miseducate kids now, or even it's better now than what it was in probably like 90s.
Do you think
But-
the owner of that Michigan hair salon had parents like that? Or
Oh my god.
Oh my god, let's talk about it. Michigan Hair Salon in Traverse City is,
Oh, of course
is
it's in
denying.
Traverse City.
I think it's very gay friendly. I don't know why. I've never been. Go figure.
A lot of rich white people.
Denying trans people to come in and get their hair cut and told them they belong to go to the groomer. Go to the groomer if you want to get your hair done. Babe.
Are you fucking
Why is
kidding
she
me?
not villainized?
She's on, she's on TMZ, so she's fucked. Her business.
God,
She's probably in my comments
making
right now.
literally.
She's like,
Yeah.
what do they call you? What do they call?
Jafar.
Jafar.
Yeah.
She is the bitch that would call you Jafar.
She is. But oh my god, she actually said go to the pet groomer?
Yeah, that's what TMZ claimed.
What is her name? Did you?
I don't know. I didn't
catch
like.
it?
They didn't put a name down. Go figure. They're
Okay.
protecting white
Lisa,
people. Hate
you're
it.
making Michigan look
Fuck
very
you,
bad.
Lisa.
As she continues
She's a
to
Karen.
give people like what are the snickerdoodle looking what it sounds like snickerdoodle, but it's not the dog. Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel haircut.
What's that haircut that the
Labradoodle?
dog gets where it's like this?
The swoop.
Yeah, the Karen
The
haircut.
Karen haircut.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Kate Goslin.
The
Kate
Kate
Leslie
Gosling
haircut. Yeah.
Exactly. So you can just dish those criminal haircuts out left and right to all your straight
Either she's
white
booming
female
because
friends.
people support her and they're like, "Fuck yeah, we'll make this a cis salon."
Yeah.
Or she has no business.
What's
Cis
wild is
salon.
she's probably had so many trans clients and just didn't realize it.
She's like, "I'm done with you
Yeah.
bitches. Too much work."
Yeah. all the hot girls who came in, and she's
Yep.
just doing their
Traverse
hair.
City's a great location. I mean, not saying it's a great location, but like very busy. So like for
You know
not
what
to.
it probably has a lot of also sugar daddies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm moving.
100%.
So she's pissed that the trans are getting all the sugar daddies in Traverse
Yeah,
City.
exactly.
That makes so
Swooping
much
them up.
sense.
I bet her
She's like, I won't do your hair for
Her
that dick appointment.
husband.
Yeah.
her husband is probably fucking a trans woman and she's pissed.
Or he's
Yeah.
cross dressing.
Or has a trans kink.
Or is trans.
Or
True.
is trans.
Trans kinks are the worst.
Doesn't know
it's
how
my
to
biggest
deal
struggle
with
in my
it.
life.
Do you have a trans kink?
Well, I don't think I'm
She is
pansexual,
the
so
kink.
I am the kink. I like everybody, but at the same time, I've even caught myself being like, am I fetishizing somebody? Like, am I like straight men? Like, there used to be a high I used to get from getting fucked by straight guys or who'd never been with a trans person or gay person or whatever before. I used to be like, oh my God, like, I'm your first. Like, I loved it. But now I'm like, ew, you have no experience.
Oh.
And I feel like that's why I'm like, oh, they're fetishizing me. And it sucks. But it's also like, you know, I have my moments.
Yeah.
But I don't really fetishize anybody, I don't think. My ex
You
would say
might.
different, but I don't know.
Yeah. We're still figuring ourselves out in this house.
I feel like I'm still figuring out my sexuality.
That's what
like
I'm
I
saying.
was like a gay man for so long, so I was like dick. And now I'm like, okay. Like I dated a trans guy for a minute. I liked that a lot.
Dudes
That
with
was
pussies.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was cool. And then now I'm like back to dick. I'm probably gonna hate it next week.
Yeah, that happens when you like dick. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
It's like a week thing for me, and I'm done.
I've hated dick for 2 years.
I'm exhausted.
I'll come back.
It's traumatized
We'll
me.
have a reunion tour.
I'm going through a dick season right now.
Are you really?
Yeah,
I know.
I
I'm so
fluctuate
mad
a
about
lot.
it.
It's summer. Why not?
Yeah.
You know.
My job has been sending me out of town a lot, and I go to like hotels and stay there, and that's when I feel my gayest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm like, maybe I should just invite a girl back and like kick her out when we're done.
You're like, I have to be on
I have
TV
to
in the morning.
work.
Get
Yeah,
out.
I
you
have to
do
work
have to
in the
work.
morning. But you know, every time I travel for work, I'm gay and horny.
A lot of
It's
people
it's something
are.
I'm figuring
That's when
out.
you're by yourself.
Exactly. I'm like, what am I
With
gonna
your
do?
thoughts.
At my
Find
old
a guy
job,
in your
when I got my
feelings.
wig
Yeah.
pulled
Yuck.
off my head, which they've heard this story before. I worked at a restaurant, and this girl's boyfriend was a cook, and he was eyeing me, and I had no idea. And she went behind me and pulled a wig off my head. Whatever. But I would
Snatched
have a lot
wig.
when I was wearing a wig, and like I would say being more. I would call it trans passing. Like I looked very transgender. I would say in the best way possible. You know.
Yeah.
I had a guy come one time. He was from Texas. There was a hotel attached. It was Bar Louie attached to the Bar Louie. So there would be people from all over the place, which I loved because my grinder was just like, never have to see you again. You know what I
Literally.
mean? I had this guy. He tipped me like $150 on like 100. Came up to me in front of my manager, gave me a hotel room key. He's like, "Take off the mask next time I see you." Because we had to wear a face mask at the time.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, like he knew what was up,
Sure.
you know. I never went to the room though.
You didn't?
I should have.
You
I was so
should've.
nervous. He was
Yeah.
a big dude. I was like, I could have got the bag. I really could have.
Yeah,
You coulda got the
he was
bag.
ready to
No,
drop the bag.
I was nervous at that time. I was just like not as like I was confident, but not as confident as I am now.
Okay,
And I was
yeah.
just like, I just didn't.
Also, like,
I didn't
those
wanna get there and
situations
him
could
be like, ew.
dangerous.
Those
Yeah,
situations
like,
can
what if
be
I, like,
dangerous.
got, like, some-
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
what if
that.
you got chopped up and put in a bag?
I don't think he would have
Yeah.
chopped me up, but I think he like something could have happened. He was a lot bigger than
Becomes
me.
the
But
bag.
shit, people be like fetishizing you all the time. Like I have guys who gas me up and tell me everything I want to hear until it's like down to it, and everyone's got what they got to get done. No, like get out of my house. Or like, I need you to leave. Like, don't feel too good about this anymore. That's like my biggest uncomfortable thing. It's when like they like start second guessing their sexuality after the sex.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I just
That's
want to like
probably
cuddle
weird
and
as
eat
fuck.
tacos with you. Like, I don't want to talk about how
They just come and they're like,
Yeah, but they already
I
came.
don't know about this
immediately. It's like
anymore."
immediate
right.
like post network and like they'll block me and they'll add me back and they'll like message me on Instagram and try and get my attention like because they
Oh
got
my
their moment. It's really
God.
weird. And
That's-
if you're listening and you're trans or gay or on that shit, like you totally understand where I'm coming from. Like
Yeah.
it's just like
It's real.
I'm over you cis fucking men and people.
Yep.
You heard
And
that?
trans men too. I'm sick of you too.
Just men fall. Just
Own
fall
your
back.
sexuality,
I have a
Kens.
hot take.
I want to hear
I'm
your
ready.
take.
My hot take.
What's your hot
I think I
take?
said this the other night, and I might get canceled for this.
can't
We've
wait.
already
You
been
can't
like
wait.
15 times,
Yeah.
so it's okay.
But I feel like trans men are overperforming masculinity because they want to like be a man so bad
Yes.
that they're just like
I will faint from the truth.
they're
I will
just
faint.
assimilating to the patriarchy.
And I-
Ooh.
I get that too,
Yeah.
but they're really like a lot of trans guys. I realized they're all over Grindr, and like the one I was talking to, I was like, I'm literally giving you good dick, good sex, everything you want and more. Emotionally there, like I have my own shit going for me. You know what I mean? And he still wanted to be like. I felt like he didn't like masculated me, then demasculated me. Like I felt like he put me like in a guy box for a second, and like. It does not feel good. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't get it. But people, they're not.
I don't think you're gonna get canceled. I think it's a very true statement.
And it's more just like a symptom of the patriarchy or than anything.
100%.
Like I'm not trying to, it's like in order to be a man you have to act a certain way.
You're right.
Yep.
That's not true.
And that's not true.
If you are a man that thinks that, go see the Barbie movie.
'Cause
Go watch it.
I am. Wait. The Ken
Watch it
song. I
I'm-
love that.
I'm
Ken
Knuff.
enough?
I'm Knuff.
I'm Knuff.
Yeah. Go watch it.
Have you
Watch
seen
it
the Barbie
during the
movie?
day.
No, I can't wait.
It's pretty
Okay.
good.
I'm so excited to see it.
They ask her at the
I
end.
will go with you.
They're like, "What's your
I will
name?"
go
She's
see
like,
it again.
"Barbara."
Let's go see it.
So good.
And I'm here to see my
I'm trying to go to the
gynecologist.
drive-in.
You what?
I want to try to go to the drive-in. If anyone wants to go to the drive-in.
That's what I've been hearing everyone say, that it's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Drive-in.
So fun, so good. I do want to take a second to kind of gossip a little bit about the way of the world at this very, very moment. Cardi B, y'all. She be throwing mics, bro.
She threw a mic at the wrong fan who threw water at her.
Yeah.
And now
then
she's in a lawsuit.
originally the first
Ooh.
video was like she threw it. We all were like, she deserved it. Oh my God, what
Yeah.
a crazy bitch. And then the second video that came out 24 hours later was her actually asking the crowd to throw water at her. So now
It's weird.
she's got a lawsuit on her hands.
She's dumb. She should have known that was coming.
Little Cardi B.
She should have known that was coming. Like, honestly.
You think so?
I mean, first of all, your aim's off, bitch. You hit the wrong fucking hooker.
I mean, she hit her good though. So
And there was a
name's on
video
it.
on TikTok of a girl who got hit with the mic. She's like, no! And like, it smacked her hard as fuck. Like, you see Cardi B being like,
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, damn. Like, she got violent.
yeah, like the hood came
it
out.
was a hard mic throw.
Yeah.
It was a hard mic throw.
Wow.
And she was just standing on the stage with no microphone, still cussing her out. Just
Do we know how much the lawsuit is?
Oh my god, it's gonna be a ton. They're
Yeah,
gonna
It's gonna be
they're
like
gonna
over $1 million easily.
for
you're
sure?
probably not
50
gonna
mil?
hear about it anymore because they're gonna pay her off and the girl's gonna be like, well,
Yep.
God, the time you want to be hit, I want to be hit by a mic. Like,
I wish it was her. I wish I was that girl.
Yeah,
I wish Cardi B threw a
100%.
mic
you
at
go
me.
to court
All
for
day.
Cardi B for your mic lawsuit.
Yes.
Getting a mic done on you?
100%. I have
Absolutely.
no shame.
being in
She
court
shows
with
up.
I
Cardi-
need, yeah.
All Cardi B'd out and everything.
I would be honored to be there.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd be
They're
like, I know
like,
I'm suing you, but
Let me be
Guilty,
the
$1 million
witness.
to the plaintiff, and you're
watch
like,
the table. You
oh, was it
fuck.
loud?
Yes. Anytime
Oh.
you even touch it a little bit.
I'm like,
Do you want the headphones?
no, I don't.
Do you need
I don't want to
that?
hear
Do you
myself
need
anymore.
the headphones?
Maybe.
I feel like Cardi B is just I don't think she's grasped the fact that she's famous yet. And she just keeps trying to do regular people hood rat shit.
Yeah.
It's like, no, girl, you can't do that anymore. You have money. Like, you
Literally.
can't. Like, she's always in the Instagram comments responding to fans and shit and going on live and being like, fuck you, motherfucker. And it's like, no, girl, like, this, you're not a stripper anymore. Like,
Right.
You can't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. This is advice even I feel like I need to apply to myself because I find myself in the comments and I'm not a celebrity by any means at all. But I have a $5 million NDA that I signed saying that I would not get in the comments.
Oh.
And I'm in the comments.
But be in the comments.
I
Yeah.
can't help it.
Yeah, I mean,
I
come
cannot
on.
help
What
it.
are they gonna actually
Food Network, I
do,
cannot
though?
help it.
Yeah.
Like, do you
Network.
really expect me to not get in the comments?
Come on, Food Network daddies.
Come
we can't
on.
help it. We're bad girls.
They didn't slap me yet, so they're like, she's a villain. She can do whatever she wants.
She's fine.
That's
She's
right.
good.
Yeah,
That's
we
right.
actually, this
broke
is
their
great.
Showed up
NDAs,
with bleach
yeah.
hair and a black t-shirt on.
I'm an
What
outlaw,
up?
bitch.
I'm an outlaw. Fucking Detroit up in this bitch.
Yes.
The last episode, I didn't watch the finale yet because it just dropped yesterday, but the episode before when it was just you and Al, the whole time I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, yes. I think I reposted something that you posted and I was like, Detroit truly does hustle harder, dude. To watch the
Truly.
two of you and the whole episode, you're just like, and for the listeners or Stella who haven't watched any of it yet, you got to go back and watch it because it's like you guys are literally just a team of two struggling the entire time, and then at the very end it just flips on you guys with your sales.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we fucking won.
I know, it's so fucking
Yeah.
crazy. It was such a wild episode
You did
to
win.
watch.
Yeah.
You did.
We did win. Yes.
You won, like, you made it to the end.
Yes,
Even if you didn't,
exactly.
like, win, think of American Idol. They
I-
always
I-
get the record.
no,
they always
I feel
get the
like I
record
won.
deal
It's
after.
true.
I feel like I
You
won.
won. You
Yeah.
won.
That episode, at the end of it, I was like, just end the show right now because no
Were
one
you
can
done?
top this. Yeah. I'm like, I'm done. We had to hustle with the team of two. Everyone else had every one of their team members. The other team came out like $600 ahead in challenge wins, and we still beat them. So I'm
did.
like, suck my dick. Like, come
Yeah.
on. We've shit on y'all.
Right, literally.
We shit on y'all.
Yep.
Yeah, so no offense. This is why I get called a villain because I say shit like this. I'm not like they were all great, but like we just put a little extra work in. And I'm like, no, we shit on them.
Absolutely. Say
That's
it.
on people. That's their problem though, because
Yeah.
people are intimidated.
Know your worth
by
and know what you did.
confidence and by exactly.
Yeah, like bitch, I'm from Detroit. What do you expect?
Yeah,
Be working
dude.
hard out here.
Right. We're prideful
The devil
people.
works hard, but Detroit works harder.
Hey, the devil came from Detroit.
Right.
Yes.
Oh wait.
Yeah, he's my
Those
ex-boyfriend.
aren't-
Nine Rouge.
Isn't that the
yeah.
what is it called? The Satanist Club?
Oh, the Satanic Temple?
Satanic Temple.
Masonic Temple,
Masonic
the Satanic Temple. there's-
Satanic
oh, yeah.
Temple. You pick your poison.
Yep, we got it. We got options for
Ooh.
you, baby.
Motown? Barry Gordy?
Yeah, the devil's working overtime over here in Detroit. Okay, I just joined the rankings. I would know.
Went from headscarf to Satan's dick.
Yeah.
Those potholes knocked a couple screws loose, you know?
Oh,
That's right.
100%. Yeah. Shout out to the roads of Detroit.
Oh my god, absolutely terrible.
I do want to ask because I'm so curious. What was it like for you and Al to like walk away from that win in the second to last episode? In your
my
like
God.
off camera, like just the two of y'all together. Feeling it.
We were just so hyped because we were like, dude, we can literally do anything now. Like, we're definitely gonna win. At the time, we were like, nothing can stop us because we had kind of surrendered after doing that leg of the competition. We're like, we put everything on the line, but at the same time, there were circumstances working against us, and there's no reason either of these teams shouldn't beat us. Like, they had every resource in their favor.
Yeah.
One of them racked up like 3 challenge wins, so obviously they're going to be first. So to not only stick around, but to like honestly shit on all of them. No offense, we did not you know
Don't
like
say
no
no
offense,
offense,
we
you
didn't
shit
like,
on 'em.
but we did like that was insane. It was the first time in the history of the show that a 2-person team has made it, and not only made it but came in first.
Yeah.
After like struggling, and it was the most challenging part of the entire competition because it was the first time we sold at night. We had like a slammed line. It was a Friday. It was just crazy. And it just made us feel like we could do anything.
Of course.
And we were just like, wow, we can't, like, we want to tell everyone. Al like called their grandma and I called my mom and I was just like, yo, this is the craziest thing that's ever happened. And nobody can tell me shit now.
Nobody.
Literally.
Yeah.
Were there tears? Were you feeling emotional?
It was
Were
the
you,
only
like-
time I cried on the entire show.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't cry once except for when they were like, Kana. And that's when I was like, holy fucking
Yeah.
shit, dude.
Yeah.
We did that. We did that.
Yeah.
Like, my goal going on the show was to not get sent home first.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you did that shit.
Yeah, we did that shit. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, no wonder. You fucking won that shit, man.
Hell
Dude,
yeah.
thank you.
Of
you know?
course, of course. So dope, so dope. Do you have any other reality TV questions for our reality TV star? Villain, I mean.
You'll see me next season. Food truck race.
What are you going to be cooking up?
I kind of want like a I don't know.
Your infamous box mac and cheese
My box mac and cheese
that you make at 4 a.m.?
Ooh.
You
There was
know.
actually on the previous season a truck that was all drag queens that was called Mac and Cheese Got It.
Ah.
And they made it to the finale, which like
for
everyone was
them.
pissed about because their food was allegedly like
Maybe I should just
not
become
good.
a drag queen and serve
Yeah.
mac and cheese out of a food truck. And
Yeah,
I'll
the
definitely
personality
make it.
got them to the
I'll
end.
make it, yes.
The food was
Uh-huh.
allegedly not good. Is that what you were saying?
People were shown on camera like eating it and throwing it in the trash.
Oh.
Like, it was kind of disrespectful, but they were like, I watched them make the first round and I'm like, damn, that's honestly like they could try a little harder, and it got better.
There's
Right.
a big hair
It
in
got
my
better.
mac and cheese.
Yeah,
There's an eyelash.
There's an
in
eyelash
my
in here.
BLT.
yeah. Why is there glitter in this?
Right.
Like, I'll eat it still, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm on TV, it's okay. What kind of food do you have on your food truck? Like, what do you got going on? Your
It's
pop-ups?
like Pakistani street food turned American turned stoner. So we do like a fried butter chicken sanduri, which is sandwich,
yeah.
shrimp masala sliders and tacos,
Yum.
aloo gobi burritos,
Oh my
mango
God.
lassi, vegan mango lassi. You know, just like off the wall shit I grew up eating, but then
But
Tweaking
better.
it?
yeah, tweaked
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's next for
What's
you?
next for Kana Detroit?
I don't know. I might move to California. I'm gonna move to California and do some things
Nice.
there. You know,
Yes,
spread
you
myself
should.
thin a little, and then come back to Detroit probably with that LA money,
That's right.
That's
and
what I'm
open
trying
up
to do,
a
literally.
shop. Maybe
Okay.
I'd like to do
Brick and
that.
mortar?
Yeah,
Love
or
that.
my life flips a complete 180, and I just go do reality TV all the time because
Yes.
I've
Do
found my
it.
identity in reality TV as the villain.
Oh my God. You're
love
inspiring me.
I love
I literally need to be on a reality show.
Yeah.
My life, I've been manifesting it, I think, my whole life. My parents always thought I was crazy. Like, you'll never be in a reality show.
Don't let them tell you that.
They don't. And now I'm doing a podcast, and this is something that,
I was
like,
going to say,
fell
you
into
know
my-
what's a reality show is this right
This.
here.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
my dad-
Sometimes Stella will be holding back though.
I hold
Lately
back a-
you've been loosening up a little bit, my baby girl. But
I-
sometimes she's
this
like,
is so-
Johanna, I can't believe you said that. I'm like, this is our platform.
Yeah.
This is what we want to put out into the world. If you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't, fuck
That's
fuck
what I
off.
have to
Yeah.
come
Go
to
watch
terms
something
with.
else.
I
Right.
think about being on camera all the time, especially being as like
And we
open
do
as,
have some
open as we
die-hard
are.
supporters and followers, which you
do.
need to realize.
I have some
Not me
fans. I
cussing her out
have
on the
been. I have
camera.
been stopped like in public, and I've been like, "Oh, I've listened to you," or "I've
Oh
shaved
my
my
Where were
legs,
you
I shaved my
again?
vagina,
Plymouth?
and watched your whole episode," like or something like that. And it's cool to hear. And I get a little insecure, and they're like, "It's so good," and I'm like, "It's not that good," you know. But like not like it's not, but you know what
no,
I mean.
I
Just
feel
like
like imposter syndrome.
I do, and like I put myself out there, and I feel like it's also got, like it taps into me being trans, and like the persona I think men have thought of me the whole time is very like sexual and quiet and this and that, and I'm very like not that. I'm very sexual, but like outgoing and goofy and like do stupid shit all the time. So for me to be on this was like something that just fell in my lap. It's like it's an opportunity to like expand myself and put myself out there. But I feel like you can relate. There's some videos you watch or like from the show, and you're just like, what the fuck did I say that for? Why did
Yes.
I do that? Or like looking goofy or whatever, you know what I mean?
You just have to embrace it though.
I know. People like it.
Yeah, they
People
like
want
the real
that.
shit, and even when
Yeah.
they hate it, they love to see it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That part. There was an episode where Brianna was on and she came with we got like pretty lit, and then you came with loads and loads of sex questions.
Yes.
And Stella the whole time was like, I don't know, and was so nervous. And I think
And
it was
me,
like
like
one
the
of our
most
best
sexual,
episodes.
like naughty person ever. Like I'm potty
Yeah,
mouth, but I
off
was very
camera.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
It was very funny.
This is when she had the ski mask on.
You
Oh,
were
well,
hiding
first of
behind
all-
the mask.
I was having a terrible day. I was having a terrible gender dysmorphia day. I was like not like ready to record, and I was like, I have to put out because I love Brie and I wanted to like
thank
record with
you.
you, obviously. So I'm like, well, what do I got? A unicorn ski mask in my trunk. Let's put that on real quick. Throw it on, and it was a good episode. We
Do you
talked
still
about a
have
lot.
the list of questions?
I do.
Do you want to ask us one off the list real
One-
quick?
All right, I'll ask you
Just
one
to
off
make
the-
Stella blush.
Just to make Stella blush.
It's
the
like,
worst one? What's the worst one I got?
I don't know. You look
God.
that up while we
We've
talk
had
about
some.
Pee Wee Herman real quick. We'll let you do that. Pee Wee Herman died today.
R.I.P. to a great.
R.I.P.
Do people like him?
I think
Okay, I thought
He was a pedophile.
Yeah, like didn't I liked him growing up, but then
Yeah.
I thought he was fucked up.
yeah.
I saw like a bunch of his
Right?
posts. I was like scrolling through his Instagram, and literally there were like little boys. He posted like a ton of videos of like little boys like laughing with their fam, like like
Yeah.
Facebook viral videos. I was like, this motherfucker's a pedophile.
Yeah.
Why are we praising him?
He got caught jerking off in a
Movie theater.
Yeah.
Infamously.
Which, like,
when we were younger, yeah.
I don't understand why you can't jerk off in
Yeah.
the porn theater. That's kind of fucked
Been
up.
there,
kinda
done
fucked
that.
up.
Yeah,
you
that
just
is
want
really
people to
fucked
watch
up.
porn and not jerk off.
Yeah, that's weird.
I used to think Pee Wee Herman until recently and Mr. Bean were the same person.
Yeah.
Really?
Think about it. Mr. Bean and
They just
Pee Wee
wore the
Herman,
same suit.
They wear the same suit. They act like goofy and quiet.
I'm sorry. I'm just
You ever
like,
seen him in the same place? No.
No, probably the movie
Okay,
theater.
fair,
I wouldn't want to
fair,
see him in the movie
fair.
theater, but
Fair.
Pee Wee Herman and Mr. Bean, I literally thought were the same person for the longest
That
time.
is so funny.
like
It's
what-
like
who-
one's a regular man and one's a superhero.
Who did I say from Forrest Gump?
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray and whoever the actor was that did Forrest Gump.
Tom
Tom
Hanks.
Hanks?
I thought Bill Murray and Tom Hanks both played Forrest Gump the longest.
That is
Stella
hilarious.
is newly 24 years old. I don't
And
know
so-
how old you are, but
I'm 31.
Yeah,
so I've got a
so-
little bit of age.
33. We're exactly a decade apart.
Uh-huh.
So some of our episodes get very hilarious.
Yeah.
When she's like, I'm obsessed with reality TV, like Thomas
Damn.
and Tiara and the Kardashians. And I'm like, I actually know who Bill Murray is, you know?
Yeah.
So
I
there's
have no
this like
idea.
very funny balance. But
Yeah.
anyway, RIP to maybe a legend. Pee Wee was
People
a
loved
legend
him.
for being a pervert and also for
Silent
being an
cancer
excellent
battle.
artist actor. So there's that.
Yeah.
Right? You got our question?
Yeah.
Let's hear it. Looking eye contact with Stella.
Eye contact with Stella. Okay, so
Okay.
what's the like kinkiest thing you've ever done during sex?
Ooh.
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 I got.
Oh.
So when I was dating my ex, him and his two best friends hooked up with me all together, and they all pissed on me at once.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Wow.
like
your first.
it was like a
golden
hot,
shower?
like degrading moment, and I was like also hot because like all of his two little straight friends were with me, so I was like, piss all over me, please.
You
they do
you were
stuff with
hot
each
because
other?
There was warm
No,
piss
they didn't do
on
stuff
you.
with each other,
Bummer.
but they did stuff with me.
They were all
That's
just
what I
like
was
you.
saying. I was
Yeah.
like, but I like bro code. They were like, I don't know, like, it just wasn't.
But they all had their like
I was
dicks
I
out.
was worshipped, so I was fine.
I was gonna say.
But that was at a time
bit of a
I felt that was
praise
like
kink.
I was insecure about it. I'm not really into that anymore. Like maybe the right person. But at the time, I was just being a whore. It's new. It was cool. That was probably the kinkiest
Always a
thing.
whore,
I've
never
done
a
some
hooker.
other things, but I would say that's like top. Being pissed on by three dudes.
Okay, so how do you
That's
how do
that's
you
terrible.
set up the situation?
Why
like
is it
was
terrible?
there
They
was there
asked.
a tarp
They
down?
asked me. No, it was on the kitchen floor.
Oh, okay. There was tile.
And I was literally sitting
Hmm.
in piss. And at the end, I was like, ooh.
Did you like rub it on your tits and be like, yes?
Oh, I did the
Yeah,
whole thing.
okay.
I tried not to get it in my mouth. That was like the biggest
Mm-hmm.
thing. I didn't want to drink piss. I just was like, piss on
Cover me in
I
it.
mean-
Cover me in piss.
When in Rome.
Oh my God. Ew, why am I talking about this?
Was it your idea?
Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad.
Your dad ain't listening.
He is. I told my dad about it. My dad used to be a little broadcaster. I'll talk about that later. I don't
was
know
probably
why.
pissed
I
on
would
too.
now. I would not do that because I care too much about my fucked up lashes and weave. But at the time, I was like, let's go. Let's fucking go. Like
Piss
Oh,
on
they
me.
went.
What's your kinkiest thing? You little hooker.
A lot.
I was to say your list must be long.
I don't know what's like the kinkiest. I've been fisted. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We've heard this.
Not
You've
Bree's
never
girlfriend in
heard
the
this?
background be like, I never
You've
heard this.
Did you hear that?
Now you hear it now, folks.
Oh yeah. So
Let's go.
Like right after
Johanna.
So after my mom died, and I had just ended
This checks out.
in a very serious, like my first serious relationship. I
"Fist me."
started dating this girl who said that she was in a non-monogamous relationship, but her boyfriend totally wasn't down with it. And he was like really weird about it the whole time. But then I was like, maybe we can all connect, you know? So one time I was at their house, like hanging out, and we were just joking around about fisting. And I was like, do you guys want to try it? And they were like, yeah, let's do it. But first he fisted her. And then
Okay.
she fisted me.
Wow.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's
It
intense.
wasn't like I wouldn't say it was like enjoyable. It was just like kind of
Checking out
like,
the bucket
there's
list.
a fist in my pussy.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a fist in my pussy.
But it took
There's a snake in my
There's
boob.
a snake in my
it
boob.
took a good like hour to work up to. Like you gotta loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh my
I feel
god.
like
Wow.
something like that has to happen in like the hottest of moments. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta be real wet, real ready. Just
You
like,
gotta want it.
You gotta
There's a-
want it.
You gotta wanna be
There's like
fisted.
a position. You need to like, go like this. You
Sure,
gotta
sure.
do this. And then slowly like
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
you got a chef's kiss.
You got a chef's
You
kiss
gotta
the
chef's
ass.
kiss.
That's how
the
you
pussy.
kiss someone?
The puss.
Chef
Okay,
kiss the
yeah.
puss.
That
We're
makes
learning
sense.
so
Yeah, you
much.
It's
gotta-
not, it doesn't just go straight in.
It
No, you
doesn't
can't
just go
just-
What if they were
straight
like
in.
this?
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah. Listen up, cis
That
men.
hurt.
Yeah, cis men. If you're trying to
That hurts.
fist,
Listen
you
up,
gotta
cis
give
men
the
and
chef's
me.
kiss. No,
Wow.
but I wouldn't say
Yeah.
it was like a, oh my god, I'm
Now
trying
you
to get
guys beat
fisted
Mike.
again.
Uh-huh.
It was just, I just had to do it.
you're like the
part of your
claw.
life that lives
Part
with
of
you
my-
now.
I just,
Yeah.
I'm down to try anything once.
Love that.
But aside from that, just pretty normal stuff.
So you're getting fisted and I'm getting pissed on.
You're getting fisted.
I should be
I feel
at this
like I
point.
have like a piss adjacent kink because
Fists
I
and
like
piss.
I like to be like squirted on.
Yes.
And
Oh, well,
there's like the dialogue like is pee squirt?
Is pee
Right.
squirt?
Yeah.
It is. It is
Yeah,
mostly.
it is
That's what I was
mostly.
saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn! I've been drinking a lot of piss. I'm drinking a lot of piss.
So like
is
maybe
disgusting.
I like being pissed on.
So
think
you-
so.
what'd you call it?
She-
A piss adjacent kink.
Yes,
Piss adjacent. I'm gonna start calling my like
That's
kinks
appropriate.
adjacent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the piss next door.
The piss next door.
Yeah.
We have a
that's
couple
the
of
squirt.
those.
And now I'm realizing I've pissed on more people than I ever thought.
Yeah,
Exciting.
waterproof blanket.
Into
Put
it.
it in the.
Do you think the aliens are fisting each other and squirting on each
I
other?
was just gonna ask. I think that they brought it to life. I
You're
think.
doing that. I
Yeah,
can't do
just
that.
a lot of.
What is it?
Selena. Just this.
Oh,
the
wow.
aliens invented fisting.
You guys are crazy. I can't do that.
God,
Clearly.
I never thought to like really fill somebody up just with this little hand movement right here.
So, there's a trick that I love to do when I'm fingering a woman.
Oh.
But you basically start with the fingers and then, so there is like a mass behind the clitoris that is where the G spot is. And if you like cup it on both sides and just like hug it while you're
Oh, I did that.
Noted.
love
Perfect.
it.
Oh, I did
Perfect.
that.
Noted.
God.
Heard it here
You'll
first.
feel it.
Couldn't
Yeah.
find it. I mean,
It's like a rough
I found
mat.
it.
Love it.
Rub the side of it and just
Esthetician, now sex educator.
Yeah. Aware
Sex
of all
education
hats.
from Bree and
Love
Selena.
it. Yeah, sign me up. I'll be your first student. Thank you. Aliens. I think that they are absolutely fisting each other. If that was
They're
your
fisting
question.
each other. They're flying UFOs in the
They
sky.
like
And-
to probe.
And they're here.
They're probing.
Mm-hmm.
They're probing.
Apparently, they're here.
I don't know how to feel
Turns
about
out
that.
Tom DeLonge was right all
It's
along.
so funny. All these little like shitty 2K videos have been coming out for years
Yeah.
of people seeing UFOs, and all of a sudden the government's like, "Oh, we got some of them," and everyone's posting like UFOs in their backyard, and like these are like legit fucking videos, and like two planes chasing one of them. Like I thought it was like AI, but it wasn't. It was all over Twitter. So they're
I'm
hiding.
happy they're here, and I hope they're gay.
I
That's
think
really
they're
all I have to
amongst
say about
us.
that. Oh yeah,
I think we
100
know a
I've always
couple of
thought
them. I
that.
bet.
Yeah.
I bet
And then
any money
as
we know an
soo-
alien.
And then as soon as Men in Black started coming out and shit, when I was a kid, I was like, this is it. This is what I've been
Confirmed.
trying to tell you. I'm like 7 years old looking at my mom like, see? Yeah, I knew it.
Do you think you know an alien?
Imagine
Oh,
one of
yeah.
your friends like took off
Really?
their fucking skin and was like, "This is me."
I
Like,
firmly
just a
believe that
zipper.
lizard people are real. I think that the government is ran by lizard people. Don't get me started, girl. We only got like 5 minutes
It's
left. I
me.
can't even right now.
I
But
believe it.
If you want to off mic, for sure. But I really do believe that shit. I think wrinkly old white people have an agenda, and I think they're reporting it back to another fucking planet.
Yeah, like, how is
Period.
Biden still alive?
You know
I
what
have
I'm
no
saying?
idea. He's on
How-
the beach right now. I just saw.
Yeah.
He's taking his shirt off
He's
at the
doing
beach.
beach.
He's doing
He's
beach.
doing
Big Ken.
beach.
He's doing beach.
He's doing beach. Oh, Ken. Pumpkin spice season is right around the corner. We should
Are we
probably
ready
wrap
for
with this.
fall?
How are we
The best
feeling?
season of
Hell
them
no.
all?
I refuse to talk about it, actually. I feel like this is
Hey.
a criminal
Is this your
subject.
Chewbacca?
This is, yeah, Chewbacca. Chewbacca. I refuse to
Do you
talk
don't even
about
like the summer
It's
going
not
into fall
even-
where it's like not even that cold,
No,
but it's like hoodie
absolutely
season?
not. I can't stand it. I wish I could like fall, but it's just an indicator to me that summer's over and winter's coming.
Yeah.
So I'm immediately depressed internally.
Yeah.
I like externalize all this joy and happiness, but internally I'm like,
Because then winter's coming and you're like,
Yeah.
well, I need to be in California.
You're
well,
moving to
now
Cali,
I will,
baby.
now I will. Thank God I
Yeah.
finally got smart. But for the last 31 years, I'm like suffering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I hate it.
Do you have any tricks for wintertime? Like, how do you stay happy?
I do drugs and dance.
Yeah.
Oh my God, me too.
Yeah, I just do drugs and go to the dance floor.
Love
Travel.
Travel.
I try to go to Central America like every January, February because it's summer there and dry and it breaks up the winter. But no, just hang out with friends. Drink a
Yeah.
lot of coffee in the morning.
There you go.
Don't go sledding.
Don't
True.
go sledding.
You have to climb back up the hill.
Get one of those lamps.
Been trying, babe.
The lamps, it never worked for me. But
I haven't
yeah,
tried it.
just get one. Fuck it. Try
Fuck
it.
it. Okay.
Get your doctor to give you prescription strength vitamin D.
Telehealth.
Yeah.
Telehealth.
This episode has been sponsored by
Goodbye.
Telehealth.
Telehealth. We love you,
Link.
Mexico.
Yes.
We love you, Mexico.
I love you, Mexico.
Viva Mexico!
Stella's actually Mexican.
Oh yeah?
I am
Believe
half
it or
Mexican.
not.
My dad is as dark
Oh.
as you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Like, no joke.
Stella, can you just look into the camera and go, La Raza?
La raza. What does that mean? I'm gonna literally kill both of you. That's some fucked up ass shit. What even is that? What did I just say?
It's basically just like Chicano power. It's like
La
it was
raza.
like Mexican nationalism. It was trying to get like Chicanos and Mexicans to like
This is what they do to me.
La
My
raza.
people.
to basically be like, our people. We gotta fight for it.
Mi gente.
I'm La razing it
Are
every
you-
day.
You're fighting for it
I'm
every day.
fighting for it every
Yeah.
day.
We need a chant for trans women.
A Mexican chant for trans women?
Yeah.
La raza. What is it? La ranza?
La Raza.
La ranza.
She said
There's no-
There's no
Ranza.
N, right?
Oh, La ranza.
La Raza.
Lazarus.
And who'd have thought I'm half
Yeah, there you
Mexican,
go.
right?
Lesbian.
Thanks, Dad.
Lesbian.
Fucker. I'm so sick of everybody.
So many of our problems can be just solved with thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. Well, that has been our episode. Any last words?
Where can they find you?
Oh, I have 2 events coming up on Saturday and Sunday. One's
Amazing.
going to be at Summertown Cafe, which is on 2015 Michigan Avenue in Corktown, Detroit,
You got the
from
Eddie.
6 to 9.
This will drop on Friday.
Yes.
So
Okay, perfect.
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 Love it.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Event on Saturday, 6 to 10 p.m., 2015 Michigan Avenue. And Sunday, I'm taking part in this really fun food festival called Hospitality Included.
Ooh.
Lots of cool restaurants in Detroit being
love that.
featured at Chroma, which is right next to Milwaukee Cafe in News Center on
Nice.
East Grand
Oh,
Boulevard.
nice.
What
Yeah.
time's that at?
That's going to be from 2 to 9 p.m.
Oh, sick.
And where
Yeah,
can they find
okay.
you on Instagram?
at Kana Detroit.
Follow, eat. Have you ever had Pakistan food? Is that
Yeah.
am I saying it right?
Pakistani food.
Pakistani
yeah.
food. If you never had it, Do it.
Throw a couple pics in the spank bank.
There you go.
There you go. Love it. All right.
Where can they find you, Joe?
At johanna.madronda on Instagram and all other platforms.
Bree?
What about you, Brianna?
I'm Crow Crane on Twitter. The two birds.
Now you're putting your Twitter ad on here.
Crow Crane on Twitter, and on Instagram I'm 313PHANT, like elephant, but with the 313.
That's been our episode. Thank you so
Stella,
much
what
for
about
listening.
you?
Your 4 for
Oh,
fours.
you know where to
4
find me.
for
444
four.
Stella, best tranny around town, Metro Detroit, getting fisted and pissed on. Can't even talk. Fisted and pissed on.
Fisted
Heard it
and
here first.
pisted.
We love
Real
you.
quick.
Thank you for coming on today. Such
Thank
an
you for having
honor.
us.
Real quick, so sorry.
What?
Motor City Comedy Festival is coming up.
Oh.
I will be attending and also on it. And the Windsor Comedy Festival is coming up as well. Check the link in my bio. Mama is now manic and no longer depressed. It's over for you bitches. She's back. We love you. Thank you so
love
much.
you.
Marissa, sorry about all the table touching. Bye.
Beautiful.
Nice.
I'm laughing.